Hello, welcome to another episode of SEC Class. I'm your host, Justin Johnson. Today, what we're going to be talking about is the 10 teams that are in the top 25. We're going to be getting a reaction out of the SEC teams in the top 25. Let's go ahead and start with number 3, LSU. LSU going out there. Finally, Brian Kelly goes out there and wins a Week 1 game. Some people argue that LSU should be the number 1 team in the nation, and do I agree? Of course I do. I think they got one of the best quarterbacks, if not the best quarterback in the nation. Garrett Nussmeier, they look good. They did great against Clemson. I like them, look great. This team should be number 1. Congratulations to Brian Kelly and LSU, number 3. There we go. Right behind them at number 4, we got them Georgia Bulldogs. Yeah, Georgia showed Marshall what's up. I know it's just Marshall, but still going out there and busting some heads over there on Marshall. Georgia, of course, another head hunter top team. Kirby Smart, just crazy. Just great team. Kirby Smart never seems to disappoint with this Georgia team. Gunnar Stockton looked fine to me. Look good. Look good, Georgia. Like always. Like I said, Kirby Smart, best coach in the SEC, and Georgia will be a top team this year, without a doubt. Now, going down to number 7, Texas. Texas lost to Ohio State. We're number 1, knocked them down to number 7. Should Texas fans be worried? No. Texas just lost to the reigning national champions. The national champions, Ohio State. Just lost them. Now the question is Ohio State as good as they were last year? It looked like a defensive battle. I sit there and watched that game, and that was a defensive game, if I've seen one. Good. But are both those defenses just that good? I know Sarkisian was having some doubts about his offense, saying that his defense was well ahead before the season opened. Defense well ahead of his offense. But I can tell you one thing. Arch Manning did not live up to the hype it looked like. Overthrow, underthrow. What are you thinking? You think they had a better quarterback because they had scored more? Could they have beat Ohio State? What is that? Or was it a quarterback problem? Because the way I was looking, it looked like he was a deer in the headlights right there. But don't write this guy off. I know I talked about him all off season, talking about, hey, I don't think he's going, and he's not the number 1. I don't think he will be. People talking about, well, look at what he did last year. That was against unranked teams that were not any good, and Mississippi State. What are you talking about? But do not write this guy off. Do not throw him out, Texas fans. He's still got something to prove. Let him get out there, do his thing. I'm sure he'll out there. He'll figure it out. And he'll do better. I'm pretty sure he will. Number 10, South Carolina. Lenore Sellers. What a team right there. South Carolina coming out there, showing what they can do. I like South Carolina at number 10. I think that's where they need to be. I think they're going to be a top 10 team this year. Might probably going to make the playoffs. Could do it. Got to step it up a little bit. I think they need to step it up a little bit from that last game. But other than that, hey, I like them. Number 13, got the Florida Gators. Yeah, just took on LIU. We overhyping right now? Well, we really just need to see Florida just getting in some good play. We need some of these teams to get in some good play. Then we can really judge. We haven't gotten SEC play. Some of these teams have played some good teams, but some of them haven't yet. But we'll see how that carries over. Florida still got something to prove, I'm sure. Next, at number 18, Oklahoma. Oklahoma going out there, winning. Do I think they're a better team than they were last year? Of course. firing their offense coordinator halfway through the season last year. You're already looking better. Defense last year was one of the best defense in the SEC. But that offense was atrocious. So they're hoping for better. I know still got to play a good team. This week, that's the game you're going to want to watch. It's Oklahoma versus Michigan. Game day is going to be there. Everybody's going to be watching that game. Oklahoma, you go out there and beat Michigan, people are going to be looking at you saying, hey, this team is back. And number 19, got Texas A&M. The Aggies. Look at that. Marcel Reed. I like him. I'm just saying. I know people are like, they were a little rough. Hey, I still like this Texas A&M team. I think they're going to be fine. I think they're going to be good. Marcel Reed, I hype him up so much. I really like the guy. Just a good quarterback, I think. Got a lot on him. He's good, though. Next, number 20, we got Ole Miss. Ole Miss going out there and putting a beat down. Saying, hey, we ain't done yet. We still put up 60 points. Well, you got to play somebody. What you're playing Kentucky this week. Playing Kentucky this week. So we're going to see how good you are. Kentucky's still the worst team in the SEC to me. I mean, having that performance, they should have did better in this last game. But Ole Miss, come out this year, go put a big beat down on Kentucky, then we could talk a little bit. But do they just reload? We'll have to see. Ole Miss at number 20. At number 21, Alabama. Alabama got knocked down to number 21 to losing to Florida State. Florida State went up to number 14, of course. Some people say you shouldn't even be ranked. You know, people said Texas and Alabama were the disappointment. I want to disagree on that. I want to disagree on one thing. At least Texas lost to a team that won a national championship last year. By what, one touchdown? 14-7? Alabama, you were a 9-4 team who played a 2-10 team. You knew if this game was close or if you lost, it was going to look bad. It was going to look bad. What is going on? I got to ask the question here. We got players jogging. What kind of tackling do we have? That's not tackling. Looks like you're trying to hug the guy. Can't put your shoulder into nothing. Get blown up. Ain't nobody scared of you no more. You out there running like you don't care. Do you care? It's bad. I mean, players, you just out there doing whatever they want. I seen what is that, especially when Florida State is taking a victory knee at the end of the game, and you got two players on the defense over there laughing and joking. That's not the Alabama standard. It's not the fact that you lost. I'm going to tell you something right now. Out of the games that we lost last year, Oklahoma, Vanderbilt, Michigan, Tennessee. This one I'm the biggest disappointed in because it looks like you didn't even care or want to try. Yes, I'm more disappointed in the Vanderbilt game because I see that it looked like you didn't even care, didn't want to hustle. What was that? I got to know what that was. And yeah, they say it one of the players, but we all got to turn around and look at the coach and say, hey, you're accountable for the way they act, for what they're doing on the field. Where's the intensity? I know this ain't Nick Saban's team no more. I get that. Nick Saban's retired. He's not coming back, guys. He don't need to come back. Let that man. And the people out there saying, well, we should blame Nick Saban for this. Have you lost your mind? Why are you saying that? Nick Saban didn't do this. The way he left? Are you kidding me? That man went out there and gave you national championships in some of the best seasons. And you're going to say it's his fault. Leave that man alone. Let that man do game day and doing great at it, if I might add. And you need to look at Kalen DeBoer. Look, came from Washington. Buddy, this ain't Washington. You got to get in some of these players. You got to get into them. Because they will run all over you. Do I still have faith in you? Yes, because I did have a video saying that one of the teams you could lose to would be Florida State, and no one believed me. Everybody was going to say this is a blowout game, and I told them no, it might not be. Nobody listened to me though. Nobody wanted to listen to me. Nobody wanted to listen to Justin. All right. Nobody wanted to listen. I don't know what we're doing down there. I know that's all people talked about is Alabama, but oh my goodness, what the biggest disappointment game I've seen in the past 17, 18 seasons. This is terrible. Acting like you didn't care. Like I said, it's not the matter that you lost. It is the way that you lost. It is the manner in which you lost. You look like you did not care. There were a couple players out there that looked like they actually cared and tried to play, but there wasn't many of them. Now they're out there saying, oh, we're doing, this to get back. Why wouldn't we already do that? Why wouldn't you already prepare? You got week 5. You got Georgia. You don't think Kirby's coming down there to stump a mud hole in your bottom? He's going to do it. He wants that win anyway because he knows that's the biggest loss he's got against to is Alabama. Oh, he's coming down there and he's bringing in Bulldogs. And them Bulldogs are going to be mad, boy. You better bet that. You better bet that on everything. And let me ask you this. I don't understand. Why is Tennessee sitting at 22 when they went out there and put out, I like their performance against. Why are they behind Alabama? Because somebody tell me that. Was that just to make Tennessee mad? What was that about? Because Tennessee should be above Alabama. They're saying Alabama shouldn't be even ranked. Like I said before, do I believe that? Oh, yeah. You can make a good argument for it. Is Florida State just that good? We can't say that. We don't know yet. All we know that was a 2-10 team. Well, people are like, well, Florida State could have been better. Florida State. I even heard some people say, I've heard this twice, 2 or 3 times. Alabama was just, losing to, making Georgia look like they were soft. What? Why would they do that? They would never lose that. Why would you purposely go lose a game? I hope people were joking when they said that. I really hope. Tennessee, you look good. You went out there. You whooped Syracuse. I think you should be higher than Alabama. I think you should be higher than Ole Miss. I really think you should be Tennessee, I really think you should be at least in the top 15. Got Tennessee too low. Really do. Don't like that at all. Don't like it at all. Mm-mm. Oh, yeah, that's another one you got. Alabama? I'm sorry, I'm getting mad. But, I'm sorry. You gonna go say you don't watch out. You gonna go 7-5 this year. You be lucky to make a bowl game because you done lost to Florida State. Heck, you go ahead and lose to Georgia, South Carolina, Missouri, Tennessee, Vanderbilt. Maybe even Auburn. You might not make a bowl game if you play but you might not even make it to a bowl game the way you have been playing. Terrible. Just flat out terrible. I am disappointed and I'm mad, boy. I am on one. And look, I know what I said. I'm an Alabama fan and remember all the years. Y'all remember Mike? That was bad. They call it Cannon the Boy the new Mike. That's what they're calling him right now. I've heard that a couple times already. It's bad. Like I said, LSU, though, should be the number 1 team in the nation. LSU looked the best. I think they got the number 1 quarterback in the nation. Georgia, still up there, doing good. Texas, you fell down. Don't worry about it. I wouldn't panic if I was you. I still think Texas is going to be good. Sarkisian got it. Don't worry about, hey, South Carolina, I like where you're at. Moving up. Florida, you look good. Got to get a good win under you. You'll probably move up. Oklahoma, way better than last year, looking like already, and I hope you keep doing that. You're going to have to prove that this weekend against Michigan. You have to prove that. Texas A&M, got to get you a good win too if you want to move up. Ole Miss, yeah, you can go out there and beat the crap out of the first week like you did. Put 60 points on them this year and last year, but you got to go out there and do the thing. Lane Kiffin, you got to go out there and win the game that matters. Like you beat Georgia last year, but you also have to come out here and and not have some team like Kentucky or come out there and beat you and we go, well, what happened? It's usually teams like that, like Arkansas or Kentucky, that come out here and get one under old Lane Kiffin. Don't let that happen this year. Alabama, you already know how I feel about you. I'm done talking about you right now. Oh, Lord, I'm already talking about that. Tennessee, you should be higher. I'm sorry for how low you are. You need to be higher. But anyway, that is all I got today. That is my reaction on the top 25 SEC, the top 10, the 10 teams, the 10 SEC teams, I'm sorry, and the top 25. Look, if you guys like this, subscribe, give me a like. I appreciate you guys for listening. Hope you guys are enjoying it. If not, tell me down below in the comments. If you do like it, please tell me if you think another team should be higher or lower on this list. Drop it down in the comments below. I appreciate you guys for listening. And I hope to catch you guys on the next episode of SEC Clash. Y'all have a good one.